Today's video will be a little different than usual. Today I will review the war flail heads made by Dominus Gladius. I want to talk about my customer experience with Dominus Gladius first. It was excellent, customer service is great, and they are very transparent about their future plans. The flail head is sold for $65. For that price you get a 33cm long flail head made out of polyurethane, as well as a connector piece that fits on a staff with a 3cm diameter. There are two ways to attach the flail, either through the two loops, as you would a real one, or through a channel that's inside of the flail head as well as a channel that's inside the staff piece. The flail heads handle nicely. With 280 grams they are pretty light and you feel it, however there's still enough presence to feel where the head is going. The staff piece is also pretty light, which means that your staff will not be encumbered. Once a suitable connection piece has been found, in my case a small chain, the head will stay on forever. There's no way this thing will break anytime soon. I do wish that they would have delivered a connection piece however, as finding the right thing to connect the flail head and the staff part can be a bit of a nuisance. The design of the flail head is really cool, it almost looks like the one on my real threshing flail. It gives flail practice a certain aura of, I would say, professionalism, as these look far better than the PVC pipe flails. Of course, we had to test the felt impact when you get hit on the mask, and one of the few problems showed itself immediately. The flail head is too short. Way too short. You can see how much my clubmate misses his swings. And we noticed this in sparring too. Strikes that by all means should connect just don't because the head is too short and thin. This is not just a problem for hit quality, this is also an issue for safety. The thing that makes the flail in my opinion, better polearm to do sparring with than a halberd is the fact that the staff does not go through the head, meaning you won't impact anyone with the staff itself. The short Dominus Gladius flail head forces you to inch closer and closer to your opponent, making the possibility for an accidental strike with the staff all the more possible. I mentioned the felt impact before, and here are the results. My clubmate hit me on the mask a couple times and increased his power by what he deemed as 20% after every strike. Up to 60% everything is fine. I have no issues. At 80% it felt very unpleasant to get hit by the head, more than it does at 100% with the PVC pipe flail heads. I asked my clubmate to hit me with 100% and that was extremely unpleasant. During sparring we counted 2 hits that did in fact hurt. This comes down to the hard material the flail head is made out of. It would have been better if it was softer and more flexible so that more shock would be absorbed. Now of course you should never go at 100%, not even with the PVC pipe flail heads. There's no reason to be a buffer. However, you never know who you meet at an open hall and how they fence, so these heads are best used in your own club with people that you know. Now, would I recommend these flail heads? I would. If you fence them at the level you would do with other polearms, there's no issue. Of course, the short length can be annoying, but you can overcome that by maybe sticking a long rattan stick into the hollow part. As long as you don't go hard, you will be fine. I would however like to make a request to Dominus Gladius themselves. You made a good first step here, and I'm happy to see that threshing flails have gathered enough popularity to make a commercially sold sparring head viable. Here's my suggestions to make it even more viable. 1. Make the flail head longer, so that the total would be 45 to 50 centimeters. 2. Deliver a connection piece to connect head and staff part, like a leather strap. 3. Make the head out of a more flexible and softer material for shock absorption. If this was implemented, I think you would make the perfect practice and sparring flail head, which would render self-made flails completely obsolete and bring more people towards this wonderful weapon. My final verdict for the Dominus Gladius flail head is a 7 out of 10. Their great customer service combined with the fact that this is the first commercially available sparring flail does a lot here, as does the way the flail head looks and feels. The staff piece can be used for any flail head you might want to attach to the staff. Points are lost because no connection pieces, like leather straps, are delivered with the flail. Its shortness is a real problem, which can lead to very unsafe situations and to frustrating fencing moments. While they cannot be used at full power, no other striking polearm can either. If you aren't a handyman and you don't plan to go all out, this is the flail for you. It will allow you to take your first steps into the wonderful world of fencing with the threshing flail. If however you are planning to go a bit harder and travel to other clubs with your flail, you should think about building an extra pair of PVC pipe flail heads. But not to worry, you can simply use the staff piece of the Dominus Gladius flail heads to connect it. So that means no more drilling. Overall, I can recommend this flail head. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. We love talking about everything historical fencing. Thank you.